Hi guys, welcome back to Waxing On. It's Monday, and Monday means jazz. And today we're going back to the 30s and 40s, the big band era. And I've got a couple of CDs by two different brothers who were very popular during this time period. And the brothers are the Dorsey brothers. Jimmy Dorsey on alto and clarinet, and Tommy Dorsey on trombone. Now, both of the albums that I had in my collection, these are CDs, I'd picked up in discount bins. So there's a lot of recordings out there, and I'll just mention that a little later about where you can find them. But these are kind of shorter versions of albums because they share it with someone else. My Tommy Dorsey one, you can see Tommy Dorsey and David Rose String Orchestra. Now, Tommy Dorsey, he and Glenn Miller were kind of controlling a lot of what was going on in the big band era. I mean, both trombone players, both with a lot of hits and both very popular as dance bands. Some of these songs, on this one, like I say, the album split between him and David Rose. And for Tommy Dorsey's part, here's some of the songs he was playing. Humoresque, By My Violets, Liebestrom, Song of India. They're a very popular Dorsey tune. Barcalow, Dark Eyes, Blue Danube, and Spring Song. I'm getting sentimental over you? No, it doesn't appear here. Again, this is one on Laserlight Digital. And with a discount bin one, sometimes that happens. They're getting more obscure recordings and putting them out. So it's not like a greatest hits album we're looking at here. It's just a sampler of some of the tunes that Tommy Dorsey had recorded over this period. And again, being one of those great trombone players, him and Glenn Miller were really dominating the era. Now, also on here, they had David Rose String Orchestra. David Rose, you may remember the name, most popular for writing the tune The Stripper. And I think every band is familiar with that. And probably everybody's heard the tune somewhere. It is used in a lot of different backgrounds to movies or in television shows. But outside of this is a studio orchestra. And they said because of budget cuts, he was stripped down to a string orchestra. So this one is the David Rose String Orchestra, which really isn't the same thing. If you go online and listen to some of his other albums, he actually has a full orchestra, full horn section. Only downside is I went through and I couldn't find anywhere that told me who was playing in the band. So I don't know who the horn players are, the sax players, the rhythm section. It really doesn't say. And that's kind of disappointing because there's some great playing going on. But since he did a lot of work in TV and movies, he worked on Bonanza for ages doing music. And later, Little House on the Prairie. So I don't know if Michael Landon had a little connection there or not, but you would assume it's some of those popular session players during that era. Anyways, the Dorsey one, same problem, not telling me who's playing with him on these gigs. So I really can't tell you much about who he had with him, other than, like I say, when I was looking to sample some different types of music, different players from the big band era, this was one I wanted to get in, to hear Tommy Dorsey, what he was doing in comparison to the Glenn Miller, which I was more familiar with. Now, Dorsey's brother, Jimmy Dorsey, I've got him with another twofer as well, him and Charlie Barnett. A couple of saxophone players, Jimmy doing clarinet as well. Now, I went through this, and I'm not sure what the years were these recordings were made. Doesn't really tell me. Well, I'm seeing a couple things here in 1944, so I'll say it's in the mid-40s. I'm not familiar with any of the players. Now, this is one of those rare times. I mean, I read a lot of information, a lot of personnel on these albums, and this is one of the rare times I'm reading it, and none of these names are really clicking with me. Hard to believe, but it's true. A lot of great tunes. Both excellent bands. Now, when I say Charlie Barnett, some of you trumpet players are probably thinking, oh, Maynard Ferguson. Not on these tunes, unfortunately. Give you some idea what these guys are playing. And again, two excellent ones, but I'll do the Dorsey one first because, again, we're featuring the Dorsey brothers. So Tommy Dorsey's doing more traditional. Stomping at the Savoy. We've got John Silver, Don't Be That Way, the Darktown Strutters Ball, Charleston Alley, King Porter Stomp, Dolomite, and Shogun Switch. So a few tunes there that are more familiar than we had from the Tommy Dorsey side. And again, with an excellent big band backing him up, two brothers showing what they were doing in that same time period. not necessarily a competition, but just the different styles and the different tunes they were playing. If you were interested in the Charlie Barnett, I'll just throw it out here. His set list was Skyliner, Things Ain't What They Used to Be, Into Each Life Some Rain Must Fall, Smiles, Oh Miss Jackson, The Great Lie, You Always Hurt the One You Love, and Andy's Boogie. And this one was on a label called Swingsation. Now, again, neither of these are record labels I'm familiar with. Remember, these are both discount bin finds. So you never know what you're going to pull up in there for a couple of bucks. You have the advantage nowadays of streaming. You can go through and listen to albums. Back in the day when these came out, you bought the album, and especially some of these older ones, the sound hadn't been enhanced. It was a very harsh sound to the music. Nowadays you can go on and you can stream this and get a chance to pick a lot of different samples to find what you really like. And both of these, Jimmy Dorsey, Tommy Dorsey, available on the streaming networks with a lot of songs that were more hits for them than what might have appeared on the discount bins finds I have. So check them out on there. Obviously hard copies are still available a lot of places, but the streaming networks really bring together a good cross-section of what these bands were doing. Tommy Dorsey, Jimmy Dorsey, Charlie Barnett, and David Rose string and full orchestra. So that's it for today. A couple of things I had in my collection were albums by the Dorsey brothers. And we had, basically it just says Tommy Dorsey with David Rose and the string orchestra. And this one I don't think had a title either, other than Charlie Barnett and Jimmy Dorsey. Some fancy artwork. That's it for today, guys. We'll see you on Wednesday when it's Classic Rock. Everybody, take care, stay safe. Hope to see you then.